That's amazing. And, you know, just going back to this book here, you know, when I talk to my different guests, they say knowledge, education really is power. I mean, is that what got you through your journey?
Well, certainly I was looking for the answer. And when you're looking, you find. And the right teachers come into your life, the
Mentors,
right mentors, the right therapists, because I was on this path of genuinely wanting to make things better. And so I believe the universe is a kind, collaborative, wonderful place. And so when my intention was out to do better, all the resources came to me. And that's the attraction.
It's just, it's a really interesting concept to me because, I mean, you do hear it all the time. People have hit rock bottom. They don't know where to start, right? So knowledge is power. Education is power.
That's right.
And those mantras.
Yes.
Keep those mantras in, right?
Yeah. A great cue is how are you feeling? If you're feeling poorly, you're usually thinking poorly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we come back, more on living your best life. Stay tuned after the break.
It's a half hour every morning. That's perfect.
Welcome back to In the Know. We've been talking all about how to live your life to the fullest, to the best of your ability, right? I mean, I think this is the main message here. It's all about improving yourself physically and mentally. And it doesn't happen overnight, like we were talking about before, right? It takes time.
And it's a lifelong journey with no end. That's the best part. It's continuous improvement.
So I guess one of the really effective methods you give your clients is meditation, right?
Yeah. Whenever I take on a new client, I always ask them to begin meditating. And if it's a new thing for them, I only ask them to do a small amount, just even 5 minutes a day. And a lot of people like to set up a meditation area in their house. You know, I always recommend some great meditation pillows. I find sitting on the floor the best.
So you're sitting down here, cross-legged.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because I find if I do a meditation in a really comfy chair or a bed, it turns into a meditation nap. So I really like to be grounded.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Yes.
What's the difference between the meditating and not falling sort of in that trance of,
exactly.
Well, am I supposed to be sort of sleeping or?
Right. Well, I don't think sleeping is the objective at all. It's really about tapping into an inner resource. So you do want to be aware, but have a very quiet mind. Some people wear meditation shawls. You know, they get a bit chilly, so they like to throw something around. And it's a symbolizing that this is their time. You know, some light candles. Others listen to music, or a guided meditation tape is really helpful when it's something new to you.
I've heard it.
Absolutely.
Putting in those, I guess, those relaxation tapes.
And being guided through 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, it is a long time when you're new to it, believe it or not. I love meditation bells.
Yeah, you just want to hold it up there.
It's such a great sound. It just centers you, calms your breathing. After a while, when you've set up a meditation area, it'll take on a special energy and meaning. And I keep my vision board in that area, so I have something visual to look at as well. You know, there's countless benefits to meditating, absolutely countless. It decreases your respiratory rate, it increases your blood flow, it relaxes your nervous system, it makes you stronger, it helps with creativity and thought control, which was all about our last segment, and it brings your body, mind, and spirit in alignment. And that's a very powerful place to be.
So where do you start then?
Yes.
I mean, what are you exactly doing when you're meditating? Because I know
I get
for
asked that
me,
all the time.
To take 5 minutes out of my day to just sit there and, to me, do nothing but think, I don't know if I could do that.
I know. So the first thing that I do is I like to set my timer, and I set it for, I get into my spot, I sit comfortably, I set my timer. I actually like to meditate for 30 minutes a day. I know that's a lot to ask of most people.
That seems like an eternity.
Yes. So that's why I ask my clients to start with 5 minutes, because that
a little bit more manageable.
It's manageable and still will be transformational. And what I do is I ask God, doesn't have to be God, it could be a higher power, it could be the universe, it could be whatever you want to call it, but I ask God to come into my thoughts, direct my thoughts, come into my eyesight, so that whomever I see that day, I will see as God would see them. Come into my words, come into my actions, just to be really centered.
Are you thinking this, or are you talking out loud, or is there a method for everybody, sort of customized?
It's different. For me, I'm just thinking it. So I'm sort of like setting my tone and intention for my meditation, and then I just let go. And I focus on my breathing.
I heard breathing is very, very important in meditating.
It's really important, and it's a great way. You know, my journey to becoming a serious meditator started when I took a 10-day silent meditation retreat. So for 10 days, we left the outside world behind, TVs, no phones, no books.
Sounds incredible.
No writing. And for the first 3 days, we were asked to observe our breath. For 3 solid days, 10 hours a day, just observe in and out, in and out. And the purpose of that was really to quiet our minds.
Wow. I'm going to just stop you right there, because we actually do have a caller on the line. We'll just squeeze the caller in before we end the show. Franca from Vaughan, are you there? Do you have a question?
Oh, yes, I am. I've been listening to your program. Normally, I don't get home this early, and I'm really enjoying it. I find it very good, very
Thanks for tuning in.
Approach. And I just had a quick question for
Sandra,
the life coach there. And I just wanted to know, like, for myself, I've the last 8 years of my life have been turbulent, but now I seem to be on a road of recovery, and I'm just looking to make up for lost time and move ahead for my life. And I just wanted to know what your guest thought today, whether I should see like a life coach or a therapist, just her opinion on that, which direction I should go
that is
into.
a great question, Franca. We don't have a lot of time to go into the details, but Sandra can definitely help you in terms of the first steps. And I know we've been flashing the information of where they can get more contact information for you, but how would you help Franca?
Do you know, I think, first of all, it's not an either or, because I'm not going to knock therapy. I think that it has tremendous value for people, and certainly in my own life. But what I'm hearing from you is that you've gone through a rough patch, and now you're sort of remerging from it, and you want more from life. You really want to seize this opportunity now that things have cleared away. And that's exactly what life coaching is all about. It's taking stock of everything that's going on and pushing you to achieve things that maybe you've put off because you've been sick for, you know, you mentioned 8 years. That's a long
Turbulent.
time.
Yep.
And so it's sort of like getting your legs back and getting that strength. And you need that coach or that cheerleader in your corner pushing you sort of out of that comfort zone, setting up those goals, really helping you attain a life that you deserve, that you've been waiting for. So you're just the perfect candidate for a life coach.
I mean, thank you so much for your call, Franca. Again, we've been posting up your information throughout the show. Viewers can get more information by going to your website, right?
Absolutely. So that's Liberty and Love Coaching. So it's www.libertyandlovecoaching.com.
So we just have a few minutes left in the show. I mean, it's gone by quickly.
I know.
I mean, for viewers like Franca, who she was explaining how she, you know, went through a turbulent 8 years. What's the takeaway message when it comes to the first step in living that better life,
That's
Sandra?
right. Yeah, I think it's taking stock of where you are and where you want to go. And even simple exercises like the Wheel of Life or the Vision Board will be tremendous.
meditation.
And looking at your life as a three-legged stool, mind, body, and spirit. And you need to work on all three, because when one of them is weak, we teeter and we fall down, right? And even if you have sturdy legs, those legs may not be high enough to reach your goals. And so not neglecting any one of those facets of your life as you're getting to where you want to be is really the big takeaway.
How do you balance it all out, though? I mean, I think that's everybody's journey to try to have every aspect of their life perfect and stable.
Yes. So I don't know if perfect, because I don't agree with what is perfection. Even in body and weight loss, what is perfection? And if you were to achieve it, would you be happy? Because is that the definition of happiness? Not in my books, right? So I think it's more about having a perfect inner peace and what that can bring to your life. That I can achieve. You know, we're a society where we're looking for everything on the outside. We're looking for relaxation from the outside, from guidance from the outside, for release from the outside, when all of those things are actually inside of us. But no one's taking the time to tap into it and to use that as a spring of wisdom and rejuvenation and strength. So that's definitely
a great life lesson. Yeah. I've learned so much throughout this show. You know, just the advice about finding that inner peace. It's all about living your best life, right?
Exactly.
Sandra, I want to thank you so much for being on our show.
So welcome.
And providing all this information. For you watching at home, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week on In the Know.